caught in the crossfire.
Was making them today, and the focus was there. And, you know, she would say the same thing, and she probably will, but, like, credit to the guards, too. Nora was screening, rolling, and posting, and we were feeding her. Like, we just kept going to what was working, and that's just, like, such high IQ by our players without me having to, like, walk them through every little thing, you know.
Becky, you hadn't played Sumayah as much.
Really, really, really good team. And I just, like, you know, I've won games, I've done it. Like, I am so happy for them, for a lot of these, like, literally all three of these guys to win their first Power 4 game, especially here at Arizona. It's really special, you know, and we were just talking through the first 3 games of Big 12 play. We just got to keep battling, stay the course. And when we get our first one, what that is going to do for this team to just rejuvenate them and build that confidence that they can go win games if we play the way that we played today. So shout out to our staff and Coach Julie. Game plan was absolutely phenomenal. Shout out to them for executing it to perfection and pairing that with being the hardest game, you know, our effort. They've played the hardest they've played all season tonight. So I could not be more happy for these guys. So
it seemed like the defense, at times you guys have done it late after falling behind, but right from the beginning it was very intense tonight.
Yes.
So how important was that, and was, you know, how did you guys prepare for that?
Yeah. Well, we forced them into 27 turnovers. I didn't think it was going to be that high, but, like, I knew we.
I had a concussion, you know, I had to work my way back in, work back to my spot. So I just took pride and wanted to be on the floor. You know, I do whatever it takes to help my team. As you can see, I rebounded really well tonight, and I feel like that's what we needed the most. BYU's really good at crashing the boards as far as offensive, so I made sure I secured it. And as far as my performance goes, you know, I just feel like I play a big role for this team. You know, whether I'm scoring or not, you know, on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively, I set a tone. So with that being said, I have to be there, I have to be present for my team. You know, I also like to use my voice and keep us together and huddle and all that. So yeah, just using that energy and letting my hard work show.
For Sumayah, what was your mindset when you weren't starting or weren't playing quite as much, and how did you keep yourself ready for a situation like this?
Yeah, just mentally staying locked in. I mean, I trust the coaches and their game plan going into every game. So just for sure, just staying locked in, being ready when my number's called. And
Becky, I don't know if you charted this during the game, but it seemed like there were a lot of hustle plays tonight, a lot of times where girls were diving on the floor or hustling back on defense to knock the ball away. Did you notice that effort being maybe at a little higher level than it's been all year long?
Yeah, the chart is in my brain. When I see our players on the floor, left and right, it fires me up. Like, that is who we have to be. Our slogan is sleeves up. They rolled their sleeves up today, got dirty. Like, there was no question that we played harder. And BYU plays extremely hard. We played harder. We're capable of it. We've shown it now. Now that's the standard. Correct. Like, we have to be that team. And we've proven, if, you know, like we did tonight, that if we're that team and, you know, we can play that hard every night, we'll give ourselves a chance every single time. You know, these kind of 50-50 games, we'll win these. We'll sneak a couple that we're not supposed to win, you know, but we have to play this hard and harder the rest of the way. You know, you saw a little two-minute stretch we didn't play super hard. What happened? Boom, 14-4 run. We have to play hard the rest of the season. You know, they can rest in April. Like, we have to play hard. So, but like, to your point, there was zero question. And the fans love it. I mean, I loved doing that stuff because I loved the fans cheering for me. Like, dive on the floor. You want them to, like, cheer for you, right? Like, you want to feel good. You want, like, yeah, we got to do that stuff, especially in the atmosphere that we have here. It just fires everybody up.
Yeah, Nora, you were doing a lot of damage on the pick and roll, whether you were rolling the basket or posting up, and a lot of that was with Lonnie. Can you just talk about the chemistry that the two of you had going out there?
I had to make an adjustment. I'm used to picking and rolling and putting my hand up to get the ball up here, but with Lonnie, it's a lot of bounce passes. So making sure, you know, your hands are ready, yeah, because she'll find you. She'll find you.
For Becky, you said after the game, Wildcat Nation, don't give up on us. We've got a gritty group right here. We're talking about the energy, the atmosphere. What does a win like this do just for the confidence and the morale of the team, and how do you use that for the rest of the Big 12 season to carry you guys forward?
Yeah. this is how special this place is. I mean, we just started conference play 0-3, and this might have been one of our biggest crowds. I mean, that is why I took this job. We're obviously going to battle and fight this year and make everybody proud and do a great job and have a lot of momentum. But, like, we want to recruit the best players in the country here. We want to win a national championship here. Why would somebody not want to come to a place that when we're 0-3 in the Big 12, you still get to play in front of 8,000 people? Like, it is an incredibly unique place when it comes to that. You know, I was excited. I knew we were going to get one. It was a matter of when it was, because I think this is a group that when they do something well and get rewarded for it and see the fruits of their labor, I think they then want to do more of it. And I think they then want to continue what they did to have that success. Yeah, it was really hard for us to get it, right? 3 games. But, like, now that they've got it, I think they're going to be locked in for the UCF game plan the same way that they were for this one. I think they're going to trust us a little bit more that if we do exactly what we're asking them to do, that it actually worked. That's what type of group this is. So if they needed one to go get 2 or 3 in these next few, then I'm glad we kind of got the monkey off our back a little bit. But I told them, if you get even a little bit complacent and you think because you beat BYU that we've arrived, then you're going to drop one on Saturday. This is an every night league, and we can't take our foot off the gas at all.
Becky, if there was one negative tonight, the rebounding differential again was in their favor. T had half of your rebounds. How can you get the rest of the group to buy into that mentality, crashing the glass the way they should?
Yeah, I mean, we're boxing out well. It's the pursuit to go get it after we box out. There wasn't a whole lot of shot. Like, we turned them over 27 times, so that's 27 shots they didn't take for us to rebound it. So I think some of those stats are a little bit skewed sometimes. Don't get me wrong, we're not a great rebounding team ever, but yeah, I'd rather live steals than rebounds in this game particularly. T goes and snatches a bunch, but we have to be better at hitting and going and pursuing the ball. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And about UCF, yeah. So what do you see from them? How much have you been able to look at them so far?
0. I don't talk or think about the next team until we take care of business with the first team. You know, you look at scores in the league. It's just what we do, right? But no, I don't have to know anything about them to know that we need to bring our best on Saturday. We need to play high-level basketball. We need to build off this momentum. We need to be extremely locked in.
It is a possibility that you will end up 2-3 after that game, though. And how much would that mean that, you know, approaching 500 in this league?
It'd be huge. These are so hard-earned and hard to get. They know how hard that win was out there. Like, I'm glad they have an off day tomorrow because they need it. You know, so it's big, but we could also be 1-4. So they got to be locked in.
For the players, how do you guys stay locked in and use tonight's performance to make sure that you have the outcome you want on Saturday?
I mean, now that we got our first one, I feel like it would give us a lot more momentum going into these next ones. As I feel like we all can agree that tonight was fun. We enjoyed the game. So why would we want to just keep growing from here? You know, making it exciting and growing together and just learning throughout the season. So I feel like this win tonight would really help.
One for the players too, following up on what I asked Becky earlier, but the hustle plays, rotating on defense with the type of style that you were, the game plan you were implementing on defense. What does it take to do that for 40 minutes, especially when you're not coming out of the game very much?
Well, you got to do it or you're coming out the game. So I feel like
Just
that's
wait for
the first
me
part
to
of it.
And I mean, those are the type of plays that, you know, if we're not going offensively, those turn into transition points. Those are just the type of plays we need to win games, and everybody here wants to win, so everybody's out there playing 100%.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.